Hey, I know I said I'd do Zombie next, but we're jumping into Slasher's Keep this time. Yeah, so I just lied. Let's make our character here. It's a decent name, just don't like the beard. And let's hop in. Highborn by the grace of the gods, no less than a king to be, stripped of all nobility and left to rot by the grace of men. A story of might, magic, and grand betrayal, now reduced to the confines of a clammy shell in Slasher's Keep. You were to wither away until the years would claim your sanity and ultimately your life. And wither you did, until one day an opportunity to escape presented itself. So, this is Slasher's Keep. Dungeon crawler, roguelite, with featuring this cool art style with 2D sprites in a 3D environment. So this is my starting equipment. Start with a sack. It's basically your inventory, where you keep all your stuff, and yeah, a few starting items. And your goal is to make it out of Slasher's Keep, which is 10 levels to begin with, and you're not gonna make it out in one attempt, but as you get closer and closer, you respawn each time, and you keep some of your skills and some of your items that you sent back down. So yeah, most of this game is this cool rotating 2D art style. That's enemies, objects, stuff like that. This is the first little combat encounter, which yeah, this isn't going too well. The hammer I have is really slow, and yeah, I just get stuck on basically everything in this room. So there are like different rooms. Some rooms you have to fight in, some rooms they shut the doors, like trap rooms where you have to find a way out. But in the beginning it's all quite simple. You just whack the enemies over the heads and pick up their belongings. Some gear, like this helmet, needs intelligence, for example, to equip. So you gotta level up your intelligence to equip it, and then when you die you lose most of your intelligence stat, but you retain some, and that's the way you're gonna get out of this hellhole. So that blue thing gives you more one charges. When you have one, it has a finite number of charges or shots, and it just gives you more charges, basically. I'm just gonna stick to the hammer. I'm not good with wand at all. So this game also features directional blocking. So as you can see, I'm blocking toward where the enemy is attacking, and that means you take less damage from the attack, or no damage at all if you block perfectly, which is quite hard to do, especially with slower weapons. So you'll mostly see me going for these long, big swings, just because they do more damage, and it's actually possible to avoid all the attacks, at least in the early game, by not even blocking at all, just strafing away from them. So these cells sometimes have little secrets in them that you can find, and they award you with XP and items, usually. So I could be blocking here, but I'm just backing off, making sure that the enemies can't attack me. There we go, our first level up. So each level up you get 4 points to assign. Even though it may be tempting to right now just go for all intelligence and get the helmet, I'm not gonna do that because the helmet stats aren't that great. It gives me ranged crit and ranged speed, which just gives me better wand usage basically, but I'm just too bad with the wand. You can use these red barrels to just blow up enemies like this. But that's, you know, basic video game knowledge. Every video game has this. I'm gonna see if I can get... Oh, just one. Alright. I'll whack the other ones. These guys get a little annoying usually, because they can just fly away from you. And if there are chasms in the level, you can just fly above those. You can't really melee them, then you'll have to fight with your wand. So you have this sack, your inventory. You can smash enemies with it into spikes, which kills them instantly. Bag knockback is increased each time when you get more items. It increases the bag knockback, which is a cool mechanic. And these little tall boxes here can contain consumables, so anything from healing potions to apples, and like you see me find horseradishes and even an invincibility potion, which gives you 6 seconds of invulnerability. And these yellow slimes, they drop loot and give you a lot of XP. So here you see me find a lot of good stuff from one. So I'll be picking up all these, breaking open and picking up all these consumable boxes. I'm gonna need those consumables later. Also gonna do see what I got. Also got another level up, so that's really handy. Can probably equip some of these items. Let's see. I should have put one more point in intelligence rather than strength. Now I can't use my hat, my beautiful, beautiful hat. Also, you get these points in skills, which you can permanently learn. So usually equipment gives you skills, and then you can level them up and also learn 1 point for the next run as well. So if you have a ability permanently learned, you always get the benefits each and every run. So you'll have to find different pieces of equipment and mix and match, see what works best. So here's our first boss. It's the first boss of the first level. You cannot kill him with not regular melee attacks, but as you can see, there are wall spikes. So you just spike him like this. Silver key usually opens the door to the next level. So I'm gonna be cleaning up this level, seeing if there are any secrets or anything like that. And yeah, basically just make sure that I have the best equipment possible before I head to the next level. So that gate right next to us, the iron bar one, leads to the next level. Here you can see one of the many available secrets. One of these. I'm gonna have to kill the enemies first. Yeah, open this consumable box as well. Tipped over, unfortunately. One of these jail cells, as you can see, has a chest in it. If you find the key for it, you can open it, and it gives you a bunch of nice stuff, like these hats that I can't fit in my inventory. it's always worth taking a bit of extra gear with you. There isn't one on this level, but there are chutes that make their way back to the very first level, and if you drop your stuff down there, you get to start with it next time. So that's the way you preserve gear, but you should usually just keep the best stuff on you, and yeah, make sure there's some stuff for you to start with next time, but don't waste your time or resources just mindlessly tossing down good stuff that you could be using on the current level. So as you can see, I find a nice pair of pants, finally looking like a human being. There's a different kind of wand, pretty nice. This game has been updated a lot since I last played. It has some sort of kinetic magic thing, so I'm guessing it pushes back people. Yeah, ranged knockback plus 33. It's probably used to knock enemies into the chasms or spikes, which is quite useful. Gonna see if I can find any more items or rooms to clear. Should be one right here. One more. Let's try this out. Yep. Well, it's not much use right now, so I can just push the enemies into spikes. And now that I'm done looting this level, let's go to the next one. This game does have a story. Depends on what race you're playing as well. They have different stories, each of them, but I'm not gonna be spoiling much of the story this time around. So as you can see, this is this purple lantern that we just passed. It's one of the chutes that go back to the first level. You can toss your gear down from there. So we'll probably be doing a bit of that on this level. A dead end. Well, this is a prison, so it's bound to have some traps and stuff like that to keep us in. Too bad the guards are just not looking for us. So yeah, I'm gonna be trying to use the sack mechanic as well. Them into the spikes. It's gonna be really handy later on when we find enemies that heal others, so that you're gonna struggle with clearing the whole room with just their melee weapon. But when there's traps around, you can just use those. You just saw me eat a spider. I have the arachnophile trait, so that gives me a few 1 charges in exchange for some of my health. So yeah, you don't. If you're a human, you lose HP from eating spiders, but it's not the case for everyone. This guy's quite dangerous. He has a pretty nice looking sword. We'll see what he... Nice, and the level up as well. Yeah, that's a good sword. Fast one. A bit lower in damage, but we're gonna be swinging it way faster. So yeah, these boots are pretty good. I'll be leveling my intelligence finally, so I can get this hat and boots on me. This faster sword's gonna help us a ton. These boots that give lifesteal are also gonna be really handy. I'm gonna go now and toss this hammer we had down the chute. It's not half bad. It's much better to start with than nothing. So we'll toss it down with this Oh, I think I can equip this helmet and toss the worst one down. Just like that. Yeah. Gloves and a ring. And this one. It can all go down. So as you can see, I'm getting lifesteal. I'm gaining back some HP because of my boots. They give me melee lifesteal, which gives me 0.8% of my damage back in HP. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but later levels give you back a lot of HP and you can permanently learn this skill. And it's quite difficult to find healing in the later levels. That's why I'm also conserving my potions. So here you can see the level that, or the room that would screw me over otherwise. But smacking the enemies into the spikes makes it much easier. So I can probably not kill this guy through the healing. Not with this weapon anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to pull him to the spikes and hit him into those. Just like his brothers. Onto the spikes you go. This guy shouldn't be too much of a hassle. With all these minions gone. Yeah, we can't pick up the stuff. That would be nice. Boy's got some spicy drawings up on the walls.
Alright, we call it a draw.
So these rooms with blue lantern, these are shops. They have these little mole guys selling stuff. So that's what you're collecting money for. Some of these items are usually decent, and most of these items are pretty bad. So you can, I'm just gonna buy these shoulder plates right now. So I don't have any right now, and these are, I can just about afford them. Let's see, 14 armor, not too bad. Also, I'm gonna perma-learn one more ability, just because I can. Riposte, it would be a good one, but I think lifesteal is better, because I'm pretty bad at riposte. Level 3 is gonna be quite the challenge. We haven't gotten much good gear, and the first room we enter is a healer with 2 swordsmen. It's gonna be a difficult one. I'm gonna be doing a lot of damage now. I have to start parrying properly. Don't think I can get through the healing either way. Yeah, they're gonna learn my pattern as well and start blocking my attacks too. So I can't just use the same strategy all the time. They still try. Alright. Gotta take an invincibility potion and try to smash through that. Can't get through the healing. That's it. So this was Slasher's Keep. Yeah, my first run back. I'm thinking about making this more into a commentary series, so let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the game as well. Yeah, thanks for watching, and see you.